wake up again, sun on my face.
If you own a food processor, it's very easy to use your food processor to wash your black-eyed beans. But I don't want to use black-eyed beans today, and usually I normally get the black-eyed beans that is already washed and dried in the African store. It makes it easy for me, just soak for 30 minutes and I'm ready to use. So I don't have that and I decided to use lentil. So I'm going to use the black-eyed beans for normal beans and plantain or beans and sweet potatoes. I've been using lentil to make akara for a very long time now, including moi moi and other recipe like lentil porridge, just like beans. So if you've not tried it, it's a good thing to try. Not like it's a substitute or it tastes exactly like the normal black-eyed beans, but something you should consider incorporating in your meal. Don't get stuck with one particular thing. So my 7-month-old will be trying this akara and custard akamu for the very first time. So I'm also including her in this breakfast for today. Just as I usually say, when you're introducing your baby to solid, try introducing home cooked meal for that baby. Don't get stuck with cereal, porridge. Even if you want to offer puree diet, make sure you transition into texture food. From 7 months, you should transition into at least mashed food and all those things. Especially introduce home cooked food. Some babies won't like home cooked food, they will prefer cereal. Some baby will prefer home cooked food more than cereal. Don't get your baby stuck on cereal because someone else has been giving cereal. Just try to let that baby explore so many food. So if as an individual you eat every day, breakfast, lunch and dinner, it shouldn't be too challenging for you to decide what to offer to your child. I know it can be stressful to know what to eat as an adult. I understand, but don't get me wrong, it shouldn't be really challenging because you should incorporate those things you eat as a family. Let your baby who is being introduced to solid, let them have a taste of that. So as you can see, when I was making this lentil, I scooped out my baby's own lentil puree because I don't want salt in her own and too much pepper. So that powder stuff I added was just paprika. Paprika is not spicy, and I didn't add salt in her own because they don't need the salt. There might be some other things that might contain tiny bits of salt during the day that the baby might eat, but you don't necessarily have to put salt inside the baby's food. So this is her own akara. I've just finished frying it and I'm going to set it aside. Then I fried that of the rest of the family, which includes pepper and salt. Even without blending, lentil cooks faster than beans. So when you're frying this, you want to keep it at medium to low heat, not too high, so it doesn't get burnt and not cooked inside. So I'm done with all the frying, and that of my babies is getting cool. So I just put it in this Ziploc bag and I'm going to be putting it in the freezer. So since I can't get hold of akamu, which is like corn blended and sieved using the starch to make akamu, that's how we call it, pap. So I usually use corn flour and I make mine with milk, so it can be skimmed milk or full cream milk. It's for the kids, so they need that extra nutrient and extra calorie. So I just heat up the milk and add it into the custard. So just the normal way you would do custard, but instead of using water, you use milk. So if you want to add lemon juice, it's up to you to give it that extra sour taste. If you're an adult that you want to take it, you can also consider adding lemon juice at this point, not before adding the water. So after making that for my baby, I added this baby biscuit just for extra nutrients. I just crushed it roughly. It doesn't have to be perfect because sometimes, just as I said, texture food is important from 7 months. So for my baby, I've been offering her finger food. See how she's waiting for her breakfast like a good girl. So yeah, and yeah, she really enjoyed it and tasting it for the first time, just exploring her food. We're on baby-led weaning, so I'm letting her do things herself. Sometimes you need to let your baby do things yourself. Ignore the mess. I used to be bothered about the mess, but now I'm just trying to ignore the mess because some babies, they just want to take the lead. They just want to do it themselves. You don't have to put them under your armpit or in between your lap to force the food into their mouth. That will make them have a very bad relationship with food, and that's what some mothers and parents are currently struggling with now. They think they have to force their baby. Make feeding time fun for babies, then you will enjoy it. Trust me, you will enjoy it. Don't forget to introduce your baby to different varieties of food and let them explore. Don't get stuck with one particular method or one particular way. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.